Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.wordpress.com, back again here with another Ferrero Friday project, and this time we're making a lovely little diamond shaped lidded box. Lots of people have made these, but I've just adapted it slightly for my purposes for the Ferreros. This one is made using the Love and Affection with the Cucumber Crush with a cute little tag on the top. And this one is made using Blushing Bride, using another piece of the Love and Affection DSP, which is this beautiful copper embossing, then with a little bit of washi tape just round the top of the box to decorate. So we're going to make one like that today, and first thing you need to do is to get your trimmer, and you will need a piece of cardstock that is 17.5 by 8 centimetres, and you're going to score on the long edge at 4 centimetres and 6.5 centimetres. Then turn it so that the largest portion is at the top, and you're going to score just the first line only at every 4 centimetres. So that's at 4, at 8, at 12 and at 16, which is just that smidge over there. Then turn it round the other way so that you've got the narrow bit at the top, and this time you're going to score at 3.5, at 7.5, at 11.5 and at 15.5. And having scored, you're now going to do some diagonals. So just take a ruler and a scoring tool, and you're just going to come down from each of these in a diagonal to join the points. So like so. And this one isn't quite up to the point, but there we go. And then do the same in the opposite direction. Then we're going to do some stamping, and I've used the lovely Love and Affection stamp set here, which has got sentiments and little floral accents. So I'm using the little floral spray, which I'm just going to come in on each of those diamonds. Then to finish the box, you just need to fold and burnish those score lines. So there we go. And this top narrow one, once you've folded it on the score line, just bring it back the other way because that's going to make your lid. And then once you've done those, you just need to very gently do the diagonals. And in fact, before we do that, it's actually a little bit easier to do the diagonals if you've cut up. And I'm only notching out the very smallest sliver, almost just about the width of the score mark actually. And you're going to trim away this very end piece. So then you can, just makes it easier to do those diagonals if you've already cut those. Okay, so having done those, I'm then going to come in with a little bit of red tape to do it, and rather than make the box sides up, I'm actually going to stick the bottom first, or at the same time, and this is where we're going to overlap. So on the end where you haven't cut anything away, add some tape, and then add a piece across the bottom of one of these panels. So if you just remove the liner from the tape there, and what you're going to do is actually, well, I can get rid of that bit of red tape, is fold these up, and when they're sort of nice and square, fold that down, and that will then enable you to line up that side as well. Okay, So there's your basic little box. And then to make the lid, you need a piece of cardstock that is 7 by 7 centimetres. And using your scoreboard again, your trimmer, line it up at 1.5 and then move it back. So it's literally just almost like halfway between 1.5 and 1.4. So just do that very slightly. And that just makes, it's almost the sort of the width of the cardstock you're moving it by, just to give you just sufficient so that it sits flush over the top. And having done that, just fold and burnish those. And then we're going to come round to do our box lid by just notching out as we go around. And on this, it doesn't matter if you don't use a particularly firm tape, because we're going to use washi tape around the outside edge. You just need something just to hold it in place while you put that around. So I'm just using a little bit of snail here, complete with a bit of my notching out there. Okay, so just fold up the box lid on all those 4 sides. And then you're going to come around with the washi tape, and this is just some that I happen to have left over from my stash, and we're just lining it up just below the edge of the lid as we go around, just pushing it down very gently. And you'll find it just overlap very slightly at the end here, and trim that, and then just come with your fingers and just fold over the washi tape, and then you can just press that down with your bone folder just to make sure, because washi tape isn't particularly sticky, just needs a bit of a encouragement just to stick. So basically, there is our box. And all you need to do now is pop your Ferrero in, pop your box lid on, and there's the basic box. But obviously it just needs a little bit more decoration just to finish it off. So what we've got here is some of this lovely like rose gold sort of copper embossing, just a 3.5 centimetre square on the top. And then what we're doing is using the sentiment stamp here from the same stamp set and Blushing Bride ink, and I'm just popping that on a small square rectangle of a card. And then if you just trim the 2 corners off and punch a hole, you've got a tiny little tag to go on the top, and just a small piece of the new thick baker's twine. Obviously you could use whatever you happen to have, whether if you've got some ribbon that you might want to use instead. And then I've used a little circle which I've just punched from a scrap bit of cardstock, and I've actually used the owl punch, which has got it's slightly smaller than our 1/2 inch punch, and just punch a little circle out of there, and that then fits a dimensional just behind that, so you can just adhere the baker's twine to it. And then I've used some glue dots then to adhere it to the top. So having put your dimensional on, just holding those flat, she says, hopefully that just sticks on like so. And then I'm just going to take my glue dots and add a couple of glue dots on the top there. On goes our tag, and there you have a lovely little Ferrero Rocher box which would look very pretty on anybody's table. And there's a trio of them just to show. I hope you've enjoyed them. I hope you'll join me again for another Ferrero Friday soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.